Alright. Whoa, this cleric palette. Alright, welcome back. Doing more Heaven's Bloom this week. Let me just ping our Discord. Actually, do some preparations while I wait. The Fountain of Mirrors. Oh, wait, this is the wrong save file. Hold up. Where's my reset? I might have to do that manually. Oops. Hang on. Let's try this one. That's better. It's like, hey, the Fountain of Mirrors. That sounds familiar, and also the chapter number seems a lot lower than it should be. So yeah, chapter 13. Though Fountain of Mirrors being chapter 9 felt like it was a lot longer ago. Though that was also in part because I think there was a oh no. Well, I do think I had a fighting game gap in between, but I forgot to mention. I found a few weeks ago. Turns out the creator of I think Immortal Sword found my uh, Twitch streams on YouTube and actually commented on them. It was just a hey, thanks for the feedback and thanks for playing my game kind of deal. Nothing extended or in depth about the correspondence, but it was still neat that he saw it, and I don't know, maybe hopefully my playthrough at least gave him some data to work with, maybe to tune something or just to reinforce that he was doing a good job. I don't remember any specific complaints I had with it anymore. It was over a year ago now. I think it was over a year ago. Maybe not a year yet. I think it was like last summer. But anyway. This one's a hack that could use a little tad more polish. But that was neat. I need to give the Axe Raver to Janessa. I have a lot of flyers now, which is pretty cool because I like flyers. I predominantly use flyer characters and heroes. I'll give him something other than a paddle axe. Doing pretty well otherwise here. Right, so I got some heal staves, because people need them. Not that one. I can actually just straight up sell that one. It's just taking up space. Maybe the same thing with that men's staff as well. I'm gonna use it and it'll just break on the first use, and then I'll be back to not having anything. do have... Alright, I've got 2 other sleep staves. I don't remember if I bought one last... I think I might have bought one last chapter, and I had another one apparently dropped. So I've got plenty to work with, and that's good because they, as I probably mentioned while I was staring at the shop last week, the sleep staff has been incredibly useful in this hack. Mostly because I'm constantly being bombarded by too many units to deal with. So not having to deal with one of them for a few turns is a godsend. Actually going to give it, give one to Cedri as well. I might pull that physic out for a fresh one. Maybe I'll leave it. Maybe I'll leave that one in there. I'll just use it up and then grab another one when I need it. Cassius being the convoy is decent. Makes it decently flexible. He's not super tanky, but he's also not super frail, and he can defend himself. Can he use Hans use a tomahawk? Should Hans use a tomahawk? He probably can. It's 14 weight, so he's not going to be slowed down. And it's actually a little bit more accurate than the hand axe. Though not as accurate as Hans' axe. Since he doesn't have much speed, I'm going to give him the tomahawk so that he can hit harder. Because he's probably only going to get one hit. Meanwhile, maybe I'll try Hans' axe with Jarek, as blasphemous as that may sound. His not swimming in skill, but he's actually got decent skill, good enough strength, and the high accuracy on Hans' axe may actually allow me to get away with trying gamble, which could be clutch. Could be. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll blow up in my face. Who's to say, though? Gotta live a little dangerously. Derek made a comeback last chapter. He is now decently useful. He's comparable in stats now to Marin, Gilbert. Gilbert's probably the bit closer comparison. You know what's interesting about these two is that, like, when I first got them, you generally figure that the Paladin is the basis character and the Training Cavalier is your growth character. But if I recall, Gilbert actually has better growths than Marin in almost everything. Marin beats him in luck, defense, and that's it. Just luck and defense. Gilbert has better growth than everything else, and had you know, debatably better bases. Like, in terms of raw numbers, they were better, but after promotion, if Marin had been able to promote on the spot, they might have been more comparable. However, since then, Gilbert's gotten 5 levels and barely grown, despite his his growth rates. It's like I'm curious to go back and look at his bases, because it doesn't feel like he's grown much. Like, his 12 defense is still decent because defense tends to grow very slowly for all characters, but 12 speed is not cutting it anymore. 11 strength, just barely a tickle, and 13 skill, it's hardly reliable, plus he's got low luck on top of it. His A support with Marin and his overall mobility has been his primary saving grace so far. Paladins have rally skill now instead of I know in Tellius games they got Soul, and Awakening they got don't actually remember. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Rally skill though. It was the parrot bonuses, wasn't it? And when paired up, +1 to all stats. Which, yeah, was pretty underwhelming. I suppose Rally skill is moderately more useful, especially given there's no pair up in this hack. Well, that Killer Lance is basically done. I guess she can take a Steel Lance. I want her to have something with a little more power, in case I need it to like one-shot something. Does she have an A? She does have an A. They have the same speed. Janessa is slightly bigger, constitution-wise. Swap these out. Janessa still has Chrysalis to fall back on if absolutely necessary, which is yeah, Defender. It's the +1 to all stats when paired up in the lead as the lead unit. Is Fimblebitter worth using now? Not really. 13 weight is gonna be an anchor in your pocket. Horse Slayer isn't a sword, despite what it kind of looks like. I mean, it's a common newbie mistake. You look at that and it looks like a sword. It looks like a rapier, actually. Actually, maybe I should give that to Henley. Oh yeah, Berserk. Got Berserk now. Actually, one of the paladins would probably appreciate the Horse Slayer a little bit more. Maybe? Maybe not. It would help them do more damage, however, I don't think it's likely to one-shot any of these promoted units. However, one of the flyers with Darting Blow might actually be able to get fast enough with a Horse Slayer to one-round someone. So maybe it is better off with one of them. Dragon Spear is basically a better Steel Lance, usually. Yeah, I think that's, yeah, same hits with like half the weight. So I guess I can give... Oh, that short spear is not going to be carrying, not going to be doing much. Guess I can give him that since he doesn't get slowed down, or he gets barely slowed down by the Steel Lance and not enough to actually make much of a difference. So I say, but enemies actually can be pretty slow. So yeah, 12 or 15. 8. 12, so 12 versus 13 would make a difference, doubling this guy, but I have other stuff. Do I have anyone left to promote? I don't think I do. Like just Aminda, who I'm not sure will promote at all. Again, I've only seen one case of a dancer actually getting a promotion. Do I want to actually do that? It's probably a little more important that Sylvia have a ranged option than Marin. I did get a new steel bow, if I recall. I can give that out. Can Hans use a steel bow? Hans cannot. We don't have Sacred Stone's generous weapon levels on promotion. However, Derek can use a steel bow, and since he's swimming in skill and not too much of anything else, the steel bow will actually be very good on him. He's not slowed down by it either. I think the steel bow is actually the lightest steel weapon in the game. Swords being 1 point of weight heavier. I think I am more or less good here. I did want to plan out my first move though. Both of ranged weapons, so do have 4 healers now, so that I can split them pretty evenly. I might as well keep Fordra and Cassius together because they've got their A support. Cedri and Gilbert then, or not Gilbert, Orseal, who actually, I guess he's all right with just the physic. I just don't have a lot of space to work with. Flux is my defensive tome if he needs to take a hit. And then Myers for outranging 2 ranged enemies. Swapstone is for shenanigans. It's still funny to remember that Cedri is like my second tankiest character. She's got that 15 defense, but on top of that, her skill gives her an extra 2, so she effectively has 17 defense, which is beaten only by Felix. Sword. So, alright, the question being, do forts heal status ailments? So I think this Wind Swordmaster would probably be the best berserk target, because he will wreak havoc on pretty much everyone in this general vicinity. That said, my berserk staff is on the other side of the map. How much res does he have? 9 res? Cedri only has 11 res, so that's not a great comparison. Actually, Orseal's got, well, 12. I guess I'll see about maybe this one of these two snipers as my berserk target. Back up 2 spaces. 90% is pretty good. I think that should be an S rank, right? Yeah. So I may miss out on this aura, which, no, that's actually not as bad as it usually is. Though, it's still not great. Right, that's a light spell. And I don't think I have anyone who could actually use it. Do I have I have a killer axe I should have given to Jarek. Yeah. Oh well. Can't double. Too slow. I want to preserve my longbow for the boss. Alright, so no flyers against that one. Well, no flyers against either of them, actually. Alright. That's enough. Of course it'd be enough. Cassius is not about any of this nonsense. 71 and didn't crit. I want my money back. Cassius stole her crit. I should have switched into light brand. Oops. More speed for the speedster. I can do this. That works just enough. And they can counter any of the incoming ranged units. It's pretty much just a sniper on one side and a bow knight on the other. So, barring ridiculous reinforcements, then this side's pretty much set for the turn at least. Do I have a... I can give a spur, I guess. That's in range of the bow knights, so I don't want to do that. Guess I'll keep them close, let them build support, I suppose. We feeling lucky. Even with Hansax, it's only 42 and not really a high enough crit rate to be worth messing with. Alright, can handle one sage. He doesn't have much res, but it's alright. Demoiselle is just -2 damage of any variety. So unfortunately, I can't really attack into this sniper and hero that safely. Because, oh, alright. Swordmaster isn't gonna move anyway, so there's no point in... There wouldn't have been any point in berserking him anyway. If I take out the hero from at long range, then I would only have to deal with these two. Except I don't really have anyone who'd really be good at doing that from here. Not at long range in order to avoid dealing with both sages. However, I do have the tools to just kind of block them off. Because I've got 3 spaces to worry about, that's all. Do like this. They all get defense up too. So these guys will attack into me and I can deal with them next turn. And then, oh, Felix is still in range. The Sage, that could be bad. Well, we can give him a rally and Demoiselle as well. They're the only ones getting it, so a whopping 4 resistance, but with enough speed to avoid being doubled. What do I do with Orseal then? I know he needs to physic Jarek, but I have some flexibility of where I actually... a little bit of flexibility on where I actually place him. Guess I'll just keep him close in general. This is safe. The Sage is going to be getting concentrate, so what, plus crit rate. Doesn't have particularly good luck, so maybe I should try to get him to attack Janessa instead. well, that protects Felix from the ranged attack, actually, the Sage. Alright. This is about the best that I expect from Gilbert these days. He can tank a hit and then kind of tickle the enemy back a little bit. Oof, sure shot. No. Come on, Kina. At least you have Life Taker or Astra. I mean, that should be Astra. It kind of looked like a Life Taker, though. I don't know if... I'm not sure which of those would be better. At least for Kina. Like, Life Taker would actually be a really good skill for this hack. But Astra would at least potentially help her current speed problems. Kill steal. Alright, we've got all the green units. I'm actually just going to speed them up. These chapters take long enough on their own. Alright, there are some reinforcements. There are some rather berserkable reinforcements. Alright. More of the same for her, basically. And then two flyers over here. They're not totally swarming me, but it depends on how quickly I can clear through these starting enemies. That's not very favorable. They've got the same range. Alright, we'll see what happens. He's got some crit. Probably want to keep this defensive formation with these guys out here. I just don't have the firepower to get clear through all of them this turn. Seven damage, is that enough? Not quite enough to swing a one-hit kill. That's even less. He does suffer from having low magic. He doesn't quite do enough damage either. Not with that silver sword, which acceptable. She would have survived a crit even if he had critter. Alright, so the thicket here is doing me good. Basically protecting the flyers over on that side from basically all but one enemy. What are these guys' stats? They're decently formidable. 15 speed, 16 speed. So she's got 20 speed on initiation. Yeah. Which is enough to double, because the difference only needs to be 4. So that could be a problem. However, I can dance her out of harm's way. And I believe Aminda only has to worry about taking, yeah, the Sage's attack, and the Sage can't one-hit her. Good level up. Thank you. Needed more luck. Oof, he only has 45 growth and speed. 45 would be decent on any other character, any other class. It would be passable on any other class, but on a dancer that unequivocally needs speed because they have no other line of defense, that's a bit low. He's got a solid base, but that random 12% growth in res, that's interesting decision. 7. They had been multiples of 5 up until this point. Almost. He's got 12 as well. Weird. Anyway, gonna kill that sniper and then swing around, swing the defensive line forward a little bit. Yes, Gilbert. Gilbert can have the honors. Because I want to leave Felix with his defense rally available. Silver sword, lance, spear. So I want a lance coming in here. Definitely means I want to clear out you. And I didn't change. I haven't moved Orseal, right? I might be able to use Marin to try to... I'm not getting good level ups this chapter. Oh look, a spur that's immediately being used by... Awesome. 2 people who need it. I can actually kill him. And then physic with Orseal and be safe. Oh, I could even actually move Orseal in himself and provide a spur defense from Marin. I would be using physic at point blank range, but it happens. Don't even need to heal. I can give that heal to someone else. Even better. Who needs it? Sylvie could use it. Safe, safe. Yeah. There, that side's good. Now we gotta deal with this side. So yeah, should be able to just delete one of these with the Horse Slayer. Guess this will do. Good. I was hoping that the weapon triangle advantage would give her a slightly better chance of not taking that hit. She's just short. Alright. And I gotta deal with you as well. Kina already needs healing. Can I kill, like, I guess I can't leave either of these archers alive. The minimal, I have to kill them. Can I do so? Oh, right. Thank you for reminding me. It is indeed Life Taker. So that's interesting. And it does work the same way still? Yeah, 50%. Cool. That is actually really strong on a Sword Master. And I actually do like that change. Astro, a lot of times Astro is actually overkill. Meanwhile, Life Taker kind of helps make up for how squishy they can be. So, in this particular case, I can save having to heal Kina, because she's going to heal herself. This is a warp animation. So I want to kill this guy. I'm trying to think of the best way to do it. Suppose if I can kill him from range, which I do have the tools to do. Then the attacker won't be in danger from the cavalry coming in. There is no real difference between these. case, I guess I'll go with the iron. I was thinking of trying to save my cavalry on this side for rescues in case I need to pull people out of certain ranges, but that may not be necessary now. Because no one can protect this sniper. Unfortunately, well, Berserk did one turn of work, which, alright, I guess that's acceptable. I was hoping I'd get more out of it, but I should get more out of this one because he's only in range of enemies. It is not enough to kill. But now it will be. Alright, he needs more speed. He now is in respectable speed territory. If I don't criticize Marin too much for speed, which I should, it's actually lower than I thought. I am going to need to use Cassius offensively here. You've got a tomahawk. Yeah, I'll just let Cassius and Taily kill this paladin together. Rank up. What is he now? He is S. Okay, good. Work on that. Sword rank, maybe? We'll see. I'll take it because I generally use the lance more in general. So that's going to hit S faster regardless. Skip the green wars down there. I guess despite the crap I was giving him before, Gilbert is still putting out decent defensive numbers. Oh, good. The Dragon Knight went down. Nice. See, that was a good Berserk turn. Should probably save the rest of my Berserk uses. What is... Oh, projected himself? Oh boy, monsters. They were trying to recreate the Fae. Interesting. He's rejecting them. who is this guy? Like, he mentioned a name earlier on, but I feel like we haven't. I don't think we've actually met him anywhere in the story, so I don't. He's kind of waxing villainous, but I don't really understand why or why this change is relevant or important. I don't think those druids were there before. Or did they come off of the... Oh no, yeah, they were down by the boss. Okay, that's fine. Of course, they are overlapping their ranges as usual. Now that I've got the initiation, I can double this Falcon Knight, though I don't have enough power to kill. I should probably just use... Oh right, she's got a sword. So the question becomes, can Meyer plus the Silver Axe get a kill? 2 Myers can probably kill any of my units, so as long as I'm not in range of both of them, this side's pretty much clear, so I can bait the druids on this druid on this side. Maybe I should try to bait. Well, I was just saying, can't really take 2 hits from anyone. Yeah, 21 damage. Just work on trying to split them. Alright. Maybe I can berserk this hero instead. Let him kill the druids. Just get out of their range entirely. Sounds like a viable proposition. Maybe he'll come down and kill the eyes as well. E5, 6. So I know the trees should slow him down, but just in case, this should work. 87's pretty high. I should use Cassius a bit more. He probably needs to be decently strong enough to kill the final boss or some such. There we go. I was waiting for support. They're strong. It's actually really dangerous. Well, slowed down a little bit, slowed down by 4, so effectively 15 speed, which is still pretty fast. Make no mistake. Alright, so I may want to pull back hard on this side just to make sure that this druid doesn't come over here where the hero actually can't reach him. Though I think he'd still move up like one of these 2 spaces, even if he went over here, which the hero should be able to reach from there. It's only the generals down here that the Green Army is contending with that have a wary fighter. Guess I could take a pot shot at this way, and then follow up with Sylvia. Yeah, that was a solid level up. Strength is always good, and defense too. So if we pull back to about here. Great Knights don't have enough mobility to get around here. The swords are kind of the problem here. Though he does have a lot of HP. He could probably just face tank them all just on his HP. That's a lot of crit too. What is that? Why does he have... Why does he have more crit? Does he have an S rank? No. Okay, so he's got 9 displayed crit. But he's got 11 crit against Jarek. What? Crit boosts. Alright. Why? Do we have invisible leadership stars again? No, is this... Anathema. Okay, that would be it. See, that's better. Alright. Fortunately, that forest tile is also in range of the mage, the druid, which I can't tank. Shouldn't try to. Good. Let the green army deal with the ball. Okay. I'll take it. Good deal. Not so good. It's been kind of the standard back and forth between them so far. Felix will win eventually. Oh, good. Let them deal with the eyes. Cool. I'll take that either, no matter which direction the hero goes. Yeah. To my benefit. I should even back up and just let him fight the Cyclops too. Kind of circle around to worry about the boss. Oh, alright. Sure. That can only hit, like, everyone. At least there's only one of them. Oof. Might be a decent starting point. I do have to worry about this guy, but I could reposition her off late afterwards. I'll take it. That won't kill, but it will be very close. I got boss music. Your 16 resistance. Alright. Alright, this was my fort now. Good, he needed some more magic. So I can have Hans deal with. How much power is this Shadow Shot packing? 34 is ridiculous too. Ouch. Holy crap. Means see, I can either heal him or I could give him a barrier. So he's taken. Yes. So yeah, it's just 75% growth in luck. 15, 16, drops down to 16. Yeah, they have Warning Blow, right? 13 speed, 11. Alright, so not getting doubled, it's gonna take 16 damage. That will... It might be a little less than 16 because of the supports. Supports, plural. Alright, I will barrier him instead then. I have a warp staff. And then I will just use a Vulnerary with Hans. So you can take the Gargoyle's attack and the Gorgon. If the Gorgon decides to target him, you should be able to survive that as well. He's got 10 now, so she's only doing 24. 16 and 24 will not break 45. Might get close, but can even give him a spur speed too. So the plan is basically hopefully that this hero will then, wherever this Cyclops moves, the hero will come harass him, and then hopefully 4, 5, 6. I was hoping that the hero would then move over to attack the Shadow Shot Gorgon, but that might not happen. In which case I can move my cavalry in to, I basically just gonna put them on the edge of this gargoyle's range. They're gonna have to tank a shadow shot regardless. But the enemies on this side are light enough that I can handle that. Should be able to handle that at least. Can I kill you? I can kill you with a... Can I kill you with... I gotta get rid of that warrior. The Anathema's doing way too much, giving me way too much risk. Alright, I admit I am impressed by these offensive numbers Gilbert's got going on now. Alright, so that's better. Yeah, he can survive that. He doesn't even have to. Give me that spear. before. Yeah, 0 speed. It's like, on the off chance that they're dumb enough to be able to give a siege tome enough speed to double, just to check. So yeah, like that Felix doubles this guy, but still doesn't do enough damage overall, unfortunately. I have to heal Felix anyway. I basically have... Cool. Spear is good. He was just running out of short spear anyway. Just barely not enough. Which I suppose I can remedy by throwing something at him. Alright, so Felix needs healing. Who else needs healing? Does anyone? Sedri's still good. Jarek can take a hit. Minda can't, however, I can keep Aminda out of range. Alright. It's just Felix. Then it's seeing what kind of monster reinforcements come next turn. But at this point, yeah. I think this hero is the only enemy that started out on the map that's still here. Alright, missed a spin to win, but that's okay. Okay, the Shadow Shot decided to target one of the green units. Which actually is not great. Only 2. Oh, actually, there's more. Just kidding. Crimson Eyes. Fortunately, I am in a place where I can snipe them out. And I could potentially lunge. Oh. Where did you come from? Oh. That's not cool. Fortunately, I'm in range to do something about you. And only have to deal with the Gargoyle and Sylvie, not Sylvia. Sylvie can handle that by herself, especially since the Swordmaster doesn't move. Unfortunately, that does only leave me 1 flyer to take care of the eyeballs, but I can potentially, I might be able to use Orciel to lunge one of them into melee range. I guess I would take the far one, and then he gets to play around with the 40% avoid boost on the peak, assuming it works. Jarek could be helpful, but he didn't. Not getting far enough. I suppose maybe I ought to. What are your skills? Quick draw. What do you have? Maybe I ought to take care of this Swordmaster first, because over on this side, since I killed the Sage and took the forts, there wasn't any reinforcements spawning near it. So it may be worth my while to do something. Though Gilbert is definitely the wrong person to do that with. Oh boy. Is it time to try lunging the Swordmaster? Except I don't think you can lunge stationary, like rooted targets. I do think that will. I can save state and test it real quick. Yeah, you can't. So who doesn't get obliterated by this Swordmaster is the million-dollar question here. Like, even if I... You know what, don't have to kill the Swordmaster this turn, as long as I'm prepared to deal with everything else. Which may mean... Oh right, Slayer, effective against monsters. Not that that improved my hit rates or anything, but alright. Yeah, Berserk Hero did take care of a druid for me. I do appreciate that. And actually took a good chunk out of this Cyclops, so that's good. I'll take it. That won't kill. I do need to rescue Fordra regardless, but... Cedri is still not great, but the least lethal. Might be able to get away with just repositioning. He's got an 8 move, right? 6, 7, 8. Yeah. It does unfortunately hinge on taking Silver Axe and the potential Shadow Shot, but I should probably just back out entirely with a rescue. Oh, you don't have a ranged option. is surprisingly sturdy. Alright, you don't have Kanto. Damn it. I think 4. Yeah, okay, that's not... It's only like 1 or 2 option moves back. $54 on the Gorgon's not terrible, actually. Like, with a good reposition, I could actually also put Bray in range to just snipe the Shadow Shot user. Unfortunately, that puts him having to deal with both of these guys. 26, 30. And this guy can come back too. I don't have a rescue staff, do I? Just warp, I think. Which I might be able to make something work with too. And neither of my Bow Knights have Kanto, so they are not rescue drop characters. It's just my flyers. No nonsense ever. What's your range? He'd be in range to longbow the Gorgon, which might be a passable option actually. It would prevent him from being in range of this Maudlin. No. Melduin. I honestly never had to pronounce that out loud. I'm not even going to try with this one. Cerberus. But 26, so they both have 30 attack on initiation. He's got a measly 12 defense. But that cuts to enemies' attacks to 16 and 16. No, 18 and 18. Which he could survive. So the next question is, can he actually kill this Gorgon with the longbow? 8, 16, 24, 15. Just barely. Assuming that the well, I did that calculation without the displayed. Alright, let's try it. So yeah, that works. He's not being slowed down by the longbow, so he is fast enough to not get doubled by either of them. No more Shadow Shot. Alright, and then basically anything that takes on this guy has to either do it at range or with a sword. Both are passable. 15, 15. That was a good level up. Defense and speed. Her defense is now as high as her strength. That shouldn't be the case, and almost matching her speed, because of course, why not? You can give her support. So now I don't actually need to overextend with Fordra. But I should put her in a place where she can be prepared to help next turn. Alright. I'll try that. And then let's see about this side of things. So, can I lunge you guys? Yes, I can. No, he can't defend. He can't retaliate against. Well, no, he can't retaliate against. Against these guys. However, he also is rocking 80 for a void, and they've got warding blow anyway, so he probably wasn't going to be doing much damage, even if he could attack back. 17. 17. So I do need to keep a heal available. How much does she? She's got 13. So yeah, I should probably stick with Chrysalis here. Yeah. I think warding blow outside of heroes has actually always been 20 res. So yeah, I need to heal Janessa. Alright, I mean, she does need more luck. Gambling. I might be able to set up a one-shot, though. Because he has spur attack. So who's my next strongest attacker? Felix. Who actually has a strong weapon. Yeah, like that. What do I basically can pick anything here. He's got A and A. Both of those weapons. Nice. Gilbert can probably do it too. Maybe. Almost. Not quite there. Guess we'll go with the lance so that they can not be at a disadvantage against gargoyles. And then just have to protect my dancer. should be good. Doesn't reach there. Doesn't reach there. Alright. So yeah, that 84 avoid. And he gets hit anyway. Yeah. He should survive even if both of these hit. Alright, so let's this good. No reinforcements there, no reinforcements over there. Alright. I'm going to have to swing around here. Don't have Hans is over on the other side, so I don't have no actual way of getting or sealed down, but he's also not in a ton of danger. Alright, I'll go with this guy. He's got slightly lower hit rate, if he does a little more damage. So can I finish him off? He's really tanky. Might take both of my flyers just to finish off one. I still gotta rescue or seal off the mountaintop he lunged himself onto. Oh well. I don't like having to use Chrysalis here, but is the only thing with enough power. So I can move these guys down. Start at least thinking about doing something with this Swordmaster. Don't know what. With a healer, this is passable chances. It's not gonna crit me. At least, and that's more than I can say again about a lot of my other characters. Take a big chunk of your health. Someone who can safely do that. Let's just defeat boss, right? You know what? I may not have to do anything about this guy after all. Though I do want his windsword. That is gonna surprise me when it happens if for a little while. Let's see. So what do Falcon Knights get at level 5? If we get there with Henley. Yeah, we don't. No one's actually close enough to heal Bryet, but Bryet's also not in any danger. Yeah, green unit's on the move here. I actually am running out of time to kill the boss. Actually, I do have a skill rally, so that helps. Still does a lot of damage. Crit, please. Yes. Wind Sword's mine. Can kill the boss and be done. Maybe Orseal will just stay up there. There's no point in wasting the actions to bring him back. Alright. Oh. This boss was pretty substantial as well. 19 speed. It's pretty hard too. Hans is going to just be a cheerleader right now. Let's see. That's not awful. It's got 65 avoid though too. Repositioned Henley out of the way so that I could heal Bryet from this position where Fordra can give Charm to Bryet when attacking with the longbow, and potentially Kina as well when she attacks. And I repositioned so that Henley and Taylor can both still move in the event that I need to rescue drop. Okay, this isn't doing quite as much damage as I was hoping, but still safe damage. I do have a bolting to throw as well from a charmed position. Charmed and supported. Let me actually finish off this guy and get the experience for him before I attempt to make a move on the boss. He is quite sturdy. Moved Cedri down so that I could use Jarek if I need to, which I kind of do. Yeah, Jarek would actually take the kill. Alright, or Felix can steal the kill. You know what, if I had attacked with Cassius there in that particular action, he would have critted though. So, have a healer on standby. Nope. nonsense persevered though, for a round at least. Wish I could give her better accuracy here. Unfortunately, 74 is the best I've got. It's alright. Kina came through. Alright. And we got the bow. Awesome. We lost 2,000. Those were some hefty losses. 10%. There is no music during this scene. Daddy issues rearing their ugly head. I'll never forgive his nonsense. I totally missed the title of the next chapter. Trebuchets. This was a very fast war, actually. Nonsense. Eyes flash, triggered. He's rather confident that they have it, despite the fact that I think, as far as I remember, we don't have any real confirmation that they do. Just kind of hints that they might know something, which isn't a guarantee. And he's putting a lot of eggs in this basket. Not that he has a ton of choice in the matter. I have a feeling he'd be yanked around by that king regardless. Admittedly, she was going to kill us too, so we were in our rights to defend ourselves. Okay, who are you? Why should we care? I mean, it's bad that any unit was decimated and that there was only one survivor, but why here? Why us? Oh? I don't recall off the top of my head. Oh, the Anna? I don't I don't remember this character. Oh, it is Anna. I don't remember running into Anna. Oh, crazy Myrmidon woman. Except she's a great knight now. I remember a crazy Myrmidon woman in Immortal Sword, but I don't remember in this one. Does everyone drop something? Everyone drops something. That's kind of neat. Finally, a fortify staff. I've been like praying for one of these for a while. This is almost the victory lap. Finally, a restore staff too. Hey, this Bone Knight has Canto Plus. I guess maybe that's their level 5 skill. That'd be nice. Go from not having any Kanto to having the superior Kanto. Wow, it's 25 defense. And of course, Wary Fighter. Then again, these guys seem like they have, some of them, like, I was thinking Anathema was their warrior's level 5 skill, but they also have, this guy also has Death Blow, so I could believe that they are both warrior skills, but one of them being the level 5 and one of them being level 20. So they just gave them the level 20 skill for, or not level 20, level 15 for just because. Soul. Luna, yeah. Life Taker. Oh, okay, so they get Tome Fair. Frenzy. Frenzy is an interesting skill to give druids. Like, that'd be great on berserkers. Druids, however, are, like, in terms of the way that a game mechanic might potentially inform a lore aspect. What does druids having frenzy say about the druids of this world? That's a magic rally resistance. Staff Savant's just a class skill, apparently. And then Spur Res. So, Bishops get Live to Serve and Miracle, whereas Troubadours have Demoiselle, Staff Savants, and Kanto. I'm trying to think of whether or not those are balanced appropriately. Like, I think, yeah, Frenzy is, I suppose, taking the place of Vengeance. Considering, well, the hackers may not have full access to proc skills. Like, we've got Sure Shot, but I think Sure Shot's here because Sure Shot already existed in Sacred Stones, even if it did something a little different. And being able to make it behave the way Vengeance did might have been outside of the scope of what was either possible or what the hackers were capable of at the time of this hack's creation, or of the time of the skill hack, Circles Everywhere's skill hack system that is in use here. I'm pretty sure it's not exactly lifted because some of the skills are different from what I remember from Void Splitzar Adventure. And some of these are completely new, like Wind Disciple was not in Void Splitzar Adventure at all. Don't remember if Life Taker was. It might have been on Mage Knights. But Vengeance versus Frenzy functionally are similar, but from like a diction standpoint, this isn't a criticism. This is just an observation that, as I mentioned before, that your game mechanics have the potential to inform the player of things in the world without things being explicitly stated. Like, you could have given Anna Frenzy here. Instead, she has Armored Blow. For a second there, that looked like Soul, so I was like, she's got Pseudo Aether. Also, she's really stacked offensively. Warding Blow and Armored Blow. And Luna. And she moves. She is not stationary, so she will initiate on me. Fortunately, 6 move isn't huge, and she has only 1 range, so as long as I'm prepared for her, I can take her out without her actually swinging at me once. It's just whether I'll be ready for her. Oops. I was not ready for this. Hang on. I'll do this just in case, and then... Yeah. What I wanted was... yeah. Let's check this. So this is actually a smallish map for a change. This is decently small map. I am actually can't see the unit counts on either side until I actually start, but it's 11:30 here. I might try to do this one. I might go in, if I start getting swarmed by reinforcements though, I might cut off partway through. I don't want to go too late. But since this does seem to be a slightly smaller map, oops, let me reposition stuff and then I can start. There's actually not a ton of overlapping either here. It's like these two are virtually unguarded. As long as I hit them from this side, pretty much nothing's gonna come after me on the next turn. Same thing with these two down here, which does make me a little suspicious, but hey. So the 2-and-2 flyer teams actually worked out pretty well. May do that again. Sword Slayer. Actually, should probably send the archers up north. They can deal with the mages a little bit better than my paladins can. Just from them having enough offense, better offense to one round and stuff. As has been so far, I am still able to deploy all of my troops. There have not been any unit deployment limitations as of yet. Yeah, not getting me much. And again, am I going to be able to kill these guys from within range? That's okay damage. Not great damage, just okay. So that's only 6 damage. He's really tanky. I thought he was really tanky. 15 doesn't seem like it's super tanky. but I guess it is enough to negate most of my strength stat on all of these characters. Though one of the advantages of them not overlapping ranges as much is that I can do swap shenanigans with them with relative safety. So, Swordmaster is honestly the more dangerous of the two of them. Now, if I pull the Swordmaster out, I can take a hit from the Great Knight. Luna might be a problem, but how much damage would Luna add? Is that negates all defense or half? Negates all defense, so Luna would add 13 damage. Though, actually, basically what Luna does is it just attacks with the full attack stat, which is not enough to kill him. So, suddenly Swordmaster finds herself in the wrong neighborhood. There be no nonsense here. And a bunch of characters that were pretty close to getting their level 5 skills. Oh, Fordra carrying on the no-nonsense crits. Almost capping luck. Alright, so as long as I keep in line with Orciel, anyone I bring up here should be relatively safe. So it should only be a problem if Luna activates. Oh, and I got Sure Shot instead. And a crit. Okay. It's like, I'll show you how to do skill nonsense. Cassius's head whips around from the other area. Who said nonsense? I still have the sleep staff on him. I don't need that. Alright, so Marin's got reasonable luck and a really good support for crit resists, so Marin can tank this guy. Even use the killing edge. Rally 1, rally 2. Braid is one of my better offensive units too. You have patience. Like, that's swapped from Awakening. Usually archers in Awakening had prescience, and mercenaries had patience, which I did kind of like. Big Knights can go north to prepare for the mages incoming. Yeah, the music isn't... Oh, right, Sword Slayer. I forgot. It's okay. Marin doesn't care. Good thing I didn't try to bait with Kina. She'd probably be dead at heart. Oh, here comes Anna. Actually, if this is a defeat boss map, then the trick might actually end up being avoiding Anna for long enough to actually get the drops from all the other enemies. Also, everyone is coming at me at once. That's not cool. I suppose it was also the only way to make this map in any capacity difficult in any capacity. She does have low-ish resistance, so she is probably getting put to sleep. Alright, so you're not too big of a deal. You're kind of a big deal. I am not quite strong enough to kill there. But if, well, no, not fast enough on that front. I don't want to have to pull back and turtle, but I not seeing too many other options with so many enemies swarming all at once. Anna herself covering the ranges down here. Taily bait you. Not great, but not awful either. Her luck is low, right? Yeah, her luck is on the low side. It's like none of my flyers are as fast as I think they are. You have a hammer. It's okay, you didn't need to crit. I was prepared for this alternative, this possibility, because I've got my own hammer ready. Jump in swinging. And now I have a second hammer. Hans dual wield these hammers. That's good. Strength and speed are always good. I have barely used the hammer. Well... Say what you will about Fates. The fact that sword masters could dual wield certain weapons, even just in their animations, was badass, and one of my favorite things about the game. Alright, so that is a stark disparity in power. Okay, you only heal. I don't have to worry about you defensively. You barely do damage. It's just you two that do any substantial damage. And they do quite a bit of damage, but... I can take them out. I can take them out with a longbow. I do hope I can get another longbow soon because like the sleep staff, it has been incredibly useful. And I remember that Derek can't Kanto. He also not fast enough to kill anyone here. I should have gone with the steel bow. It might have actually been enough to one-shot with the sure shot. Now I have to eat this damage instead. Let's see. I actually can kill this guy. I kind of want to. I kill either of them? No, not fast enough to kill you. So I'm gonna just take you and then run. Be able to. You can take pot shots, I guess. He's probably better off healing, though. Actually, I'll leave Janessa to help contest area. Oof, not fast enough. In that case, we'll just hang back, I guess. This is just plains, right? Yeah. That should be mostly safe. Derek's the only one injured and he's not in range of anyone. And I can heal him anyway. I've been getting extra stingy with Aljanari, but I can probably use it if I need it, since getting stuff that's roughly comparable. Right, and then I was talking about possibly baiting something over here. How fast is he? 15? It's actually not fast enough to double Gilbert. So if I've got a Vulnerary Marin's probably the better choice. She's going down there. Good, split them up. Makes them a bit easier to deal with. Human. Yeah, I was prepared for this possibility. My archers are right there. Oh right, lunge is a thing. I did forget about that, so I wasn't quite prepared. That Bow Knight might kill Sylvie. I always forget about lunge. Or not. The Bow Knight probably... Oh, didn't look like the Bow Knight had moved, but Bow Knight move priority might have already passed. Alright. This is still okay. Am I in range to sleep, Anna? Let's give it a try. 'Twas your fatal weakness. It is, you do have to clear all enemies, so you're gonna get everything anyway, no matter what. Horse Slayer. What trickery is this? That's alright. Can probably do better. 20. Needs a little bit more though. Take that nonsense. Yeah, we're level 5 now, so that should be Tome Fair? Yeah. Cassius does more damage. Alright, so you don't actually have a weapon. I don't think they did. Hans follows his master's trend and Brooks no nonsense. Actually, I probably should have kept that because I could have used it right here. A female paladin, that's right. Achieve fast. Faster than Felix. Oh. Actually, I kind of have to kill the bishop because she can cure sleep if I don't, which I can use. I can use Sylvie for that. Not a problem. Or I can use Sylvie for most of it. use Sylvie for some of it. I feel like I should have enough killing power to get through the high priority targets here. That being Bow Knight, the killer weapons, and the Bishop also had miracles, so no one was one-rounding her anyway. This is lenient rivers, like 20 and 18, so I'm not doing much to this Bow Knight either. Good. Spears are good. Alright, I should have attacked from the other angle. Because then I would have been able to reposition Henley into a position close enough to be able to help here. But I unfortunately can't now. Then again, I probably don't have to actually deal with these guys at this turn, the two killer weapons, so it might be better off if I don't. And just bait out the Cavaliers, which are going to outmove them anyway, and then gang up on them when I've got all of my moves. Alright, so Anna's not waking up. That's good. Just have to finish off this paladin. Which honestly, I could lunge closer rather than have to try to worry about bringing other people closer. And now I've got Derek, Zambato, not quite. You'll weaken him first. Actually, Braid's gonna kill him regardless. Her. Might as well get a pot shot in for weapon experience. Alright. Strength is good. There we go, Kanto plus. These, Jarek's a big guy. He's not easy to pick up and move. However, Aminda is pretty small, so should pick her up instead. We go south. much, but it's something, I suppose. I could sleep here, but I don't think I need to sleep here. I'm taking 8, 9... 11, 9, and 8. Even less than that, because or not. Are all of these enemy sprites female where applicable? Like, I know some classes simply don't have female variant sprites. No, this is a male mage knight. Oh, for whatever reason, the bow knight doesn't gray out when he's finished using his action. Or she, I guess. That was kind of what confused me before. It looks like the bow knight can still move, but it's just, the bow knight's already moved. But yeah, I am in a much better position to take out the rest of these enemies this turn. This chapter is basically done. Alright, I'll take the res since I badly need characters with res. She's got 20% growth in res. The healer is actually body blocking me here. Yeah, really. Actually start working on Anna too. Because she's gonna take a bit to beat. Neither of them can actually double, then anyone else hurt? Oh, I can heal myself, right? This is trippy. I didn't break it, right? Did it? It didn't work? I had noticed early in the game that physics staffs can target themselves, but I hadn't actually tried it until just now. Well, science. Not too much lost there. You still can't kill that. Alright. Well, the priority should be on Yeah, Anna herself is. I don't. I was considering letting her try to get like a engagement with Cassius, but I don't want to wake her up. She's just too scary. Too scary to deal with. However, I don't want the map to end prematurely just because the mission objective wasn't displayed properly. So in the event that that happens, so there was a textbook case of this was an aesthetic feature, not an actual crit. What a great level up off of it, though. He does want the Brave Axe. Okay, yeah, we get to keep playing. So... delete this nonsense. Killer Axe for Jarek. I just want to get Fordra close enough to continue providing support for Cassius. Okay, well, don't even need the crit rate. Even the Horse Slayer couldn't one-shot a Bow Knight. Defense is good. Defense is always good. I can save the healer for next turn, since I'm rapidly running out of attacks. Or I could just send him now. I kind of want to give the experience to someone other than Brayet, because Brayet's already level 5. Wouldn't mind if Janessa took it, but Henley might be close to... she's still at 50 XP. 4, 4. Some staff XP. Actually heal Cedri. Some dancer experience. Oh, Marin is 1 experience point away. Can I get him there? Or I can just bring the Valkyrie to me. Even though this is just, yeah, rally skill. Who is Prince Kurzel? Okay, so yeah, one thing that the game doesn't do a great job of establishing is that there is a slavery problem that is not racially charged. And while the two technically aren't linked by default, historical precedence, I suppose, makes it very easy for people reading the story to assume that any slavery that comes up in the story is racially based. And it's neat to see that it isn't in this particular case, but I think it could have been established a little more explicitly, a little more clearly, because I was confused for a while, because I thought that most of the slavery that we were dealing with was humans enslaving the half-fae, I think they were. So the fact that there were human slaves as well, when it came up, was a little confusing. I didn't really understand why, or how they got there, or what, and so on. So I think if that was established a little more clearly early on, a lot of the story up to this point would be. It still needs some work on the clarity, but I think it's got a good ideas going on, and the polish still needs some polish, but it's got losing a little bit of my train of thought here. Or kind of talking in circles, sorry. But the story has merit to it. Um, it's doing interesting things, and I think it could be refined to make all of that a little more succinct and clearer. And part of my confusion is, as I've mentioned in previous streams, partially my own fault for splitting this up over several weeks rather than playing it a little more consistently straight through. So it's like I couldn't remember running into Anna earlier, or I might have remembered. I vaguely remember encountering an Anna, but I have no recollection of what the context was. And in part was because I played the earlier chapters several months ago. And I suppose the thing with the slavery not being racially based also begs the question of what does determine whether someone can be a slave or not. Isn't this Gallia? Yeah, well, I kind of picture Janessa in this particular situation very similar to Jill, in that she was raised in this environment for her entire life, basically being told that slavery is okay, it's the normal way of things. So she, I can kind of get that she would be naturally hesitant to say abolish it entirely right off the bat, especially given that, as she then mentions, such an action would be very politically met with resistance, even if it is unequivocally the correct way forward, especially given the events that have been going on. See, this is getting a little silly now. Writer is just kind of starting to make excuses for the player and his special team to go commando in situations that really don't need him to be going commando. Rather than just clearing away, we could attack alongside the green units. Maybe we'll see if there actually are reinforcements for us for a change. Or I could just do it in a cutscene in the actual chapter or something else. As I finish saying that, right? As I as I thought, I figured we hadn't met this guy yet, but Great. Now we have a suddenly introduced mystic magician. I'm gonna take a look at the chapter, yeah, and then call it a night. The magic user, huh? Fire Emblem. Alright. This is the Iron Rune, the Hoplon Guard. He is in a room with fodder. Yeah, floor 7. This is quick burn. We haven't actually run into chests in a while. Yeah. Oh, this is not the boss. So we've got several bosses. 2 bosses at least. Druid with Excalibur, huh? And it is pretty stacked. Is it always that? I think it might have always been this strong. It is a legendary weapon after all. Why does he have warding blow? Tonebreaker. It's okay, I wasn't planning on fighting him with magic anyway. And then him. Radulos in quotations with a question mark after the description. But of course he's got counter magic. And Miracle. His defenses are pretty even, 17-18, so 83 avoid. That's kind of nonsense. It's a 20, 40, 70. When is he getting 80 avoid from? Oh wait, the extra 10 from the luck. Nullfire, Mire, Crimson Eye, Crimson Eye. There's Shadow Shot. It's like, I was a little surprised none of these mages up here had Siege Tomes, because this hack's been throwing Siege Tomes at me for a long time. There's one. Sleep. Stone. Lovely. Fortunately, I'm not sure. I hope I have enough. I only have 1 use left on my longbow, unfortunately. If I ever play this again, I do need to make sure to invest in a second longbow if I think there was a shop that had them. Brave Lance. Oh, there's another longbow. It's not where I need it, but it is in time to help. These guys do move. They also have warding. Does everything on this map have warding blow? Why? Everything on this map has warding blow. Even the thief. I mean, at least it's warding blow. It only applies when they attack me, not when I attack them, which I don't generally let none of my magic users are tanky enough that I generally let them attack me. Sedri is pretty much the only case where I would have them attacking me, and her magic is not high enough where I expect her to do significant damage anyway. But this is just silly. This is evil. A Gorgon with Stone and Wary Fighter. Can't be doubled. Well, ma'am, I am definitely trying to set up a one-shot for you. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. There's Marin. Jarek. Fortunately, there aren't too many. What is this? Oh, Certain Blow, right? They've had that before. There aren't too many Elder Bales because they still have Seal Speed. And that skill is still nonsense as well. It'd be interesting to see what Galea does. Is he in? I don't know. He's not in. Actually, he's probably why these guys don't have siege tomes, because they would just waste them on him. And he actually has 20 resistance, 60 HP. Only an elixir. Right. So this chapter is going to see liberal use of my status staves. I am probably bringing out all of them. I actually kind of wish I hadn't used Berserk quite as much on that first other chapter, because it would have been extra useful here for like these enclosed spaces. Just Berserk like the warrior probably. No. The hero. Hero is fast enough to double. I mean, I'm probably still gonna do that, but actually, given how contained these guys are, I probably am not going to berserk them, but someone like you're a good target for berserk. Take out both of these guys for me. I might try to rush that option even. Do need to take out you. Slayer's gonna come into play. They do have a C, so I can give her Divine as well. Who has it? She's not fast enough to double anything anyway, so it doesn't matter really much that it slows her down. Plus she's got Miracle. I can do more of the preparations next time. I'm spilling over late enough as it is, but I will not actually be streaming next week since I'll be in State College, but week after that. we will fight nonsense with nonsense, I suppose. Anyway, all right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Got and so I guess I will. We'll be doing. Yeah, it'll be 2 weeks then for the next stream. Not next week, but the week after. And maybe I'll see about actually uploading my archives back, get it up to date. I don't think I've uploaded any of the Heaven's Bloom stuff yet. Put it up on YouTube. Just haven't gotten around to it. But anyway, thanks again, and have a good night.